Hello and welcome to Winter Guns. I'm with the new Betfred World Matchplay champion, Nathan Aspinal. How does that sound?
Surreal. I can't believe what I've just done, to be quite honest with you. It was a battle at the start. I've probably never been that nervous in my life. Them first 10 legs were horrendous, to be quite honest with you. And I did well. I dug deep and I took some great shots out, which kept me in the game. The 110, the 108. And no more so than a 170. But I think after the second break, I gave myself a little bit of telling off in the back room. I need to find that first dart with the treble 20, and that's what I did. And I think it hit my first 180 in the 11th leg, and I think you're seeing after that, my scoring was there, and yeah, absolutely buzzing.
Right, don't go anywhere. This is what we've got on this very special show.
The crowd are loving it. I think I'm not getting that much hate, to be fair.
The pints fly everywhere and the crowd go nuts, fair play.
Yeah, no, it was just like, I've got like goosebumps coming up.
180! Come on then, how's it feel?
Oh, it's lovely, isn't it? I don't think Kirsty's happy about, she's a bit stressed about where she's going to put it in the house. But yeah, listen, that's her problem. It's an amazing feeling to win such an iconic tournament. For me, this is the biggest tournament outside of the World Championships. I've said it all week, and to win it in front of my local crowd, they've been absolutely unreal this week, and I can't thank them enough. Can't thank my friends and my family for coming down and supporting me, and yeah, I'm one proud Stopfordian.
18-6, that's some performance.
Yeah, I think Smithy beat me 18-6 in the. I think Smithy beat me 18-6 in the Grand Slam final. So all day I've been going, don't lose another one, don't lose another one, and maybe that's why I started so slow. Maybe I put a bit too much pressure on myself, but I knew if I got my scoring going, that he would struggle to keep up with me, and it was 5-all because my scoring wasn't there. Once I started hitting them trebles, he really did struggle to keep up with me, and that was a telling factor tonight.
I mean, you won 11 legs on the spin.
Yeah. Easy, isn't it? Nah, honestly, it was. But even when I'm 15-5 up, there's still that little bit of doubt in the back of your head. I've just won 10 legs in a bounce. Johnny's as good as me. Johnny can win 10 legs in a bounce. It's as simple as that. Obviously, in his head, he's probably thinking I've lost, so the shackles come off. I think you're seeing that with Damon against Luke Humphries. They relax, and that was always a conscious in the back of my mind. But I just wanted to get the job done, and yeah, I'm just so happy. 5 ton-plus finishes, including a big fish on that stage. That's cost us a fortune. Oh, sorry, pal. Sorry. Yeah, but has it really? Oh, God. Yeah.
It's all right, Fred.
I don't really know what to say, to be fair.
It's all right, Fred can afford it.
He's made enough of me anyway.
Right, what does it mean to the family?
Pardon?
What does it mean to the family?
Oh, this is everything. We've had some pretty low times over the last 12, 18 months. Obviously, my injury, a lot of family issues. I'm not going to lie, I've been pretty hanging to be around at times, you know what I mean? But, they've always believed in me, the sacrifices I've had to make, the dedication. Been away for 2 weeks, and I'm like, I need to practice today. She's like, you're not seeing the kids for 2 weeks. I've got to do it. And I do it for moments like this. And, they support me all the way. I seen Kirsty and kids after the game, and, they're all in tears. And, yeah, you can't... You just can't buy moments like this. I love them all to bits. I'm thankful for the support. And yeah, we've done it.
You've come back from a very serious injury, haven't you?
Yeah, we have. It was pretty bad. It was pretty low. I didn't know whether I could perform at this level again. Didn't know if I could tee off on the first hole again, which was guttering as well. But yeah, It's been a roller coaster. I fell out the top 16 earlier last year, I think it was, and I've worked so hard. I've had fantastic support by sports psychologists, management, physios, chiropractors. I've been through the mill, and all that hard work, all that bad times that I've been through is all for these moments.
Right, don't go anywhere just yet. Right. Hit the big fish for 170. We've not had a 9-darter this year, but there's been 8 here at the Winter Gardens. The last one was Gerwyn Price last year, and he looks back at that amazing 9-darter in his semi-final.
Crowd go mad, don't they love it, like.
He's hit tops 2 out of 6 now, but it's not done irreparable damage.
I think the 3rd dart was quite fortunate to stick in there.
And there's a match from Gerwyn Price.
So you just open now that your first dart goes in, gives you a chance which obviously it does.
And he goes again. He's just proving so solid on his own throw, and Gerwyn Price is 6 into a 9.
If you watch the third dart, quite fortunate to stick in again. But then obviously 7th dart I think is the toughest one. So you've already hit your 2 180s or a 180 and a 177. So that once this next one goes in, you sort of got a bit of rhythm and the crowd get behind you.
But we haven't seen a 9 dart on this stage since 2018, but it's on now. He likes to go that way.
Sweet in the middle, and then yeah, hope for the best, and it goes in. And the pints fly everywhere and the crowd go nuts. Fair play. What an atmosphere. The 180, believe it or not, that's when you're in rhythm, that's the easy part then. It's trying to take out that 141 or the 144, and the 7th dart I think is always the toughest one. Once you're in rhythm, 3rd dart in the 3rd pitch, 2nd dart in the 3rd pitch, they just follow. But yes, treble 19 is always the toughest one, and then a bit of rhythm, crowd get behind you, and yeah, just hope for the best then on double 12. Just lob it in the end, yeah, goes in, fair play. So yeah, it's buzzing atmosphere, you know, and you can really feed off it when, like I said, when that 7th dart goes in and the roll goes, and then the 8th dart goes in and the roll gets louder, and then when the double 12 goes in, I mean, drinks go everywhere, the atmosphere is buzzing. You can almost feel the ears on the back of your neck standing up, and yeah, you can't really describe the feeling. It's just, you have to be there to feel it. It's incredible.
And the 9 dart king lands another one, this time at the Winter Garden.
Beau Greaves, the winner of the Women's World Matchplay. Just sum up how that feels.
Yeah, it feels amazing. Obviously, I don't think any of the ladies played the best darts, but it's just about who sort of gets over the line, and I stumble over it, and I'm happy as Larry me. Yeah, I've had a great year, and this just tops it off.
Yeah, you weren't at your best out there this afternoon. There were spells of it in the second game in your semi-final. Why was it that you feel you weren't able to produce your best up there today?
Yeah, I don't know. It's so hard sort of going up there, and then because you know you're not going to be up there for, you're just not used to it, and I think all obviously the other ladies will feel that, and it's just hard to sort of get to grips with it, get a good range on the 20s, and I really struggled with that, getting my big 20 going in. But I was just lucky enough that I had good shots at good times, and obviously, yeah, it's one of them minutes. I've just got to do it as it comes, and yeah, I won't move.
How fitting was it that final was contested by you and Mikuru Suzuki, given how you've both played on the Women's Series over the past 12 months?
Yeah, I think I have a lot of time for Mikuru, a lot of respect for her, and I think she didn't play the best darts. I didn't, but it's just one of them minutes. You never know what's going to happen on the stage, and you've got to deal with it, but I know we'll have a lot of better games, probably this year or whenever it is. But I have a lot of respect for Mikuru, and I hope that we'll get on there another time and hopefully give you all a better game.
And I know you have played Michael van Gerwen on that stage before, but going up there and playing in a tournament like that, winning the entire event, how much can you learn from an event like this?
Yeah, a lot. Obviously, I've had a bit more time on there, and hopefully when it gets to the Grand Slam and iPad, I'll be a little bit better. But I just need a good balance. I struggle with that. I struggle to get myself right and ready for events, and hopefully in the next year or whatever it is I'm playing again, I'll be a bit more prepared for it. And I look forward to it. It's all just a challenge, innit? You just got to do it as it comes.
Yeah, you mentioned the Grand Slam and a return to the Alexandra Palace. How much more prepared do you think you will be for those big stage experiences?
Yeah, I think I'll a little bit better. I'm not saying I'm going to be 100%, but it is what it is, isn't it? It's an opportunity. I'm going to grab it with both hands and try my best, but if not, I'll just try to do what I'm doing on the Women's Series and get there again. But it just takes time, doesn't it? I think we're all in our own little time zone, and whenever the time's right, and if it's not my time, it's not my time. I'll try again another time.
Doesn't seem to be taking you too long, though. We look forward to seeing you back in action in Milton Keynes next week. Of course, Beau Greaves, the winner of our second staging of the Women's Matchplay. Let's hear from the woman who won this event 12 months ago. Alan Sherrock back here at the Winter Gardens. Just sum up how it felt coming back to this iconic venue as defending champion.
Oh, it felt amazing, just coming up the little hill bit and then seeing, the Winter Gardens and stuff. And I was like, it just brought back so much good memories from the year prior to this year. And yeah, no, it was just like, I've got like goosebumps coming up.
And we mentioned it in Hildesheim for the last block of Women's Series events. We saw it here at the Winter Gardens over this weekend as well. You seem to be playing with a lot more freedom now. How much is that helping your game?
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot more freedom and you're more relaxed. So I feel more relaxed when I'm playing now. It's definitely helping my game because I don't feel as much pressure and I just don't feel as much like that I'm so tense now. So I can just play freely and just relax and just kind of, you know, go for what my goals are now.
And what is the reason behind that? Because this is a very different Fallon Sherrick to the one we saw at the back end of 2022, isn't it?
Yeah, I think because, you know, all the limelight and stuff have just been taken off me now, whereas, you know, back a few years back, it was just all put on me and I didn't know how to, like, react to it all. I thought I'd done all right considering how much publicity and stuff that I got. So it's quite nice now to kind of go back under the radar, relax, play my darts, and everyone else just focusing on everyone else, and they get a bit of pressure now, so I can just chill.
You say go under the radar, but you did pick up your first Women's Series title of the year in Hildesheim. How much did that mean to you?
Oh, that meant so much, and it was like a sigh of relief because I was like, yes, like I'd been playing well, I just needed that one win, and I just could not get it no matter how much I tried. So yeah, getting that one win has put a lot of like less pressure on my shoulders now. I can relax, and yeah, no, it's just made a massive impact on my game now. And
the overall standard that we're seeing on the Women's Series this year is so much higher than we saw even in 2022. How much does that help your game?
Yeah, no, the actual standard is definitely better from last year anyway. And it's in, you know, helping my game because you have to play your best darts against these people. You can't go up and play a mediocre game because you're going to get beat now. And all the other women feel the same, like they're not scared to play you anymore. Whereas before they're like, oh, we're playing a big player or something like that. Now they raise their game. So yeah, it's entertaining to say the least, you know, going to the Women's Series and you know you've got to be on point.
And it's important, isn't it, seeing the likes of Robin Byrne pick up titles now. We're seeing new faces in the latter stages of these events. That's really important for the growth of the game.
Yeah, definitely, because it just shows there's more, you know, women that can play the sport. Because obviously it's only been like a couple of women in the limelight all the time. So it's nice to see new faces coming through. And, you know, you've got Rihanna Sullivan that's also won a title. And you've got a couple of others that have been runner-up multiple times. So it's only a matter of time before they win a title.
And Aurora Focasato is a name that really sticks out to me because I've seen her at a number of Women's Series events coming up to you, approaching you for a little bit of help, maybe some tips. What's that sort of dynamic like for you?
I think it's just really cool because I think the first time I met Aurora, I was like, oh, do you want to do 1-2-1 and stuff like that? And I helped practice with her and stuff like that. And she's a really good player, so she's definitely one to watch out for the future. And I've had a couple of really good games with her, so I'm like, oh, every time I have to draw, I'm like, all right, okay, come on, focus, because she will beat you. But yeah, it's always really nice to have, you know, like people like Aurora, other women coming up to me and just going, oh, you know, speaking to me, asking for advice, what I can help them with. And it's really nice to be that person because I remember I was that person trying to ask for advice, and it's like, it does work and it just feels like really like an honour.
Do you feel like you have a bit of a duty to give something back to those people as well?
I feel like I should give, you know, something back because of how many people helped me in the past, and I think, you know, if it weren't for them, I probably wouldn't be where I am now. So to all these new players and younger girls coming through, I'm more than happy to help all the time because, you know, they did it for me, so it's time to pass the baton and do it for them.
And you mentioned the limelight. Bo Greaves has certainly experienced that over the last 12 months or so. Just explain to me how you view what she has done over the last 12 months. 15 Women's Series titles. It has been quite remarkable. How do you view that?
I just think that's absolutely like historical, and it is a really good thing for the women's game as well because I mean, and it's a record. Like, come on, even when like back in the day when it was always like Lisa, Dieter, and that, and it was they weren't as consistent at winning, and like 15 on like that's a lot. So yeah, it's definitely a great thing to be part of, and you know, it just makes all of us women more determined because it's like, oh, okay, we want to be that one that takes the 16th away from her and stuff like that. We want to play Bo in the final. We want to, you know, up our game and play Bo because she is the player on form at the moment.
And that rivalry between the two of you, we've seen you meet in a number of finals already. That's something that's certainly exciting us. Does it excite you as well?
Yeah, definitely, because I'm just like, right, okay, I know what to expect. I know I've got to bring my game and I'm getting there or thereabouts. And I mean, I remember, you know, I've played Bow before and stuff like that, and it's always been a good game. So yeah, no, it's always exciting because, you know, you've got to raise your game, and that's what I want. I want to play these players. I don't want to play the players that aren't playing 100% or anything. I want them to throw everything at me.
And when we're talking about the overall standard in this game rising, do you now appreciate and acknowledge that you're a significant reason behind this women's series getting to where it is?
Yeah, no, I think, you know, I didn't realise the impact that I'd actually made at the beginning, but obviously looking at it now and, you know, watching all these women come and, you know, there's so many of them that's gone, you've inspired me, we want to be like you and stuff. And they're coming to the women's series and they're playing and stuff like that. So it's really, really nice. And it's like, imagine what's going to happen in the future, you know, if me, Lisa, Bo, you know, Makuru keep pushing the game and keep like putting it to new levels, like what else can we do for the sport?
Yeah, the women's game is certainly in an incredibly healthy position. But now, from one player who always lights up the stage when she takes to it, to another player who's lit up the stage and the walk-on, really, during this Betfred World Matchplay. Let's hear from Damon Heta right now.
For his first ever win at the World Matchplay. And to take out the highly fancied Josh Rock. That's exactly what he's done.
Damon, thanks for joining us. How are you feeling?
Yeah, aces. Woke up with a smile, I guess. Woke up pretty early, to be fair, and yeah, I'm just really happy to be here for a week, at least.
Let me just take you back then. When did you start playing darts, first of all?
I was about 14 when I first started, and I met my best mate, Kyle Anderson. He was already a champion at that level, and yeah, ever since then I've just grown as a dart player, playing juniors right through, played in the senior stuff, and then it was more just a hobby that I was half decent at until yeah, the PDC come across, and yeah, I decided to make a career out of it.
Was it the Brisbane Darts Masters in 2019 that changed everything for you?
Wasn't exactly that, because I had the plan in 12 months prior to that. My plan was just to play the Australian circuit, be #1, come to Ali Pali, and then go to Q School and see how we go. The Brisbane was just a massive bonus, absolute massive, but it just solidified what I was doing. You know, I mean, I was heading in the right direction, and yeah, it was absolute massive, and it may never be done again. Who knows? You know what I mean? It's for someone, an amateur, to come through and beat some world-class players. Yeah, it's absolutely insane. Every time I look back on it, it's just just blows my mind. Like, how did I do that?
Yeah, you beat Guy Anderson, you beat Rob Cross.
Yeah, oh, insane.
Rob Cross was world champion.
Yeah, and I think he was match play champion or something as well. I'm like, oh yeah, just like I said, looking at it like that, oh, insane.
So, obviously a huge step though, to leave Australia and come over here.
Yeah, that's it. It was probably a bigger step for my wife to be on board with it, because if she wasn't, there was no way I was just doing it by myself. It's yeah, I couldn't see myself being there. So the support she's doing for me is second to none. We don't have kids, so you know that's one step that made it a bit easier, you could say. We had a life set up in Oz. Everything was going for us. Life's pretty well. So for me to leave Oz and come over here, it was like, look, let's give it a go. If it doesn't pan out, we planned for it. If it didn't plan out, we could just always go back home and do what we were doing. No loss there. So we just didn't want to look back in 10 years time going, oh, I should have gave it a go. And yeah, so and here we are now. You know, this is where life's taken us. Yeah, everyone's just getting older. I've been home once in 3.5 years. And that's obviously COVID and all that as well didn't help, but because the dart schedule's so full on, I'm just really grateful that the World Series is down there. I get that at least one trip home a year, but now every time we speak to family and stuff, it's like, all right, we need to go home more than once a year because they are getting older.
Because it must have been so tough. You moved over here and then we were hit with COVID, weren't we?
Oh yeah, it was next level. I didn't even get a full tour of the darts in for my first 2 years. So for me to climb as I did was, I think that was massive. I think where I am now is massive. Just to, over such a short period in the dart scheme, you could say, 2 years is where you start, and then from there you find out where you are as a player and what goes on. So this is my 4th year, and I think I've done great things. I don't see a great deal of other people doing probably what I've done, and and I just look back and just real grateful for what I've done.
Do you feel like you're improving all the time now?
Yeah, I think this year I've just improved as a player rather than statistic-wise, and all about darts and trying too hard, and that's where I was for the first couple of years. Just always darts, always try too hard, not. And this is where this year I've just learnt about my game a bit more. Just my personal approach on stage and how I go about things, and it's more of just a positive attitude and being more confident in myself and doing what I'm doing. Yeah.
Have you set targets?
Yeah, I always set little goals. Don't get me wrong. It's the main goal would be top 10 on the Pro Tour Order of Merit. I mean, not the Pro Tour, the main Order of Merit, top 10.
Which
That's
you're not far off.
yeah,
now.
it's pretty reasonable. But the main, like I said, the main goal is the Pro Tour side. Just stay in the top 16 on that side, because if you're in that, you're in everything. Don't matter on the other side where you're at. All that helps with is just draws or where you're going to be, and yeah. I mean, it's nice to be a seed and all that, because you're not going to play one of the top seeded guys, but at the same sense, it's the Pro Tour side is very important, especially for new up-and-comers as well.
Right, let's talk about the walk-ons. You have brought so much fun here to Blackpool.
Yeah, I had this in plan ages ago. I knew that obviously the Ashes were playing. I knew that from like the start of the year, and I already had the plan down packed and what was going to happen. Oh, I didn't know about doing the old Stewie Broad with the bat. Look, I already had that in plan, and it's just great with the crowd. The crowd are loving it. I think I'm not getting that much hate, to be fair. I think everyone's just on board with the banter, and people are giving it and taking it, and it's definitely just really enjoying myself. That's all.
And it's a sporting rivalry, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it, and I think it was just perfect. It was perfect timing for it all. The thing now, I've got to keep coming up with something different, I think. Otherwise it gets a bit stale. But I've got a couple of things in the pipeline, and I'm definitely looking forward to Friday.
And what does it mean to Australia if they do win the Ashes?
Yeah, well, to win it over here, insane. Like, when was the last time it was done?
2001.
Yeah. Well, there you go. 20 odd years ago, so it'd be absolute massive. I'm not too sure how it's going at the moment, but I think we might need a couple of quick wickets. But it's been a great test, absolute great. I've loved every minute of it. It's just wickets and runs for days, and just hooked watching.
Well, I'm joined by our run-up, Jonny Clayton. He's literally just walked off the stage. Can you try and put that into words?
Yeah, I was well beaten, to be honest. I tried my best. The first 10 legs were going good. And to be fair to Nathan, oh my God, he pulled some scoring, some finishing out of the bag. Brilliant, fair play to him. I congratulate him, his family. He's a great guy, and what a champion.
I've just heard you saying on the stage, you'll be back?
Yeah, definitely, I'm coming back. I've gone past the first round now, so hopefully I'm going to be back in a few finals again.
I know you're really hurting right now. Do you think you might look back in a few days' time and think, well, it's been a good week, I got to the final?
Yeah, I'm a proud man, do you know what I mean? I've tried my best, we got to the final. What more can I ask for, do you know what I mean? I got beaten by the better man, to be fair, and yeah, I'm a proud man.
Well, thanks for all what you've done this week.
No problems, thank you so much.
There we are.
Cheers.
Jonny Clayton, obviously. Go on, do your press conference, go on.
So much.
So, obviously, very, very disappointed, Jonny Clayton. Let me give you the charity update. We've been raising money for Macmillan Cancer support throughout this tournament. There was 324 180s in total in the men's and the women's matches. So that means £16,200 of that. The players behind the scenes raised £6,210. And on stage, we've had the likes of Paul Robinson, we've had Jack Berry throwing for charity as well. They raised £3,583. So that's a total of £25,993 for Macmillan Cancer support. But I tell you what we've done, we've upped it 30 grand. We've rounded it up to 30 grand for Macmillan Cancer Support, a brilliant charity.
Hello, welcome to the Betfred 9-Dart Challenge.
Every point thrown will be £1 for Macmillan Cancer Support.
Game on.
180! Brilliant!
Yeah, I'm feeling a bit nervous about this. I want to get as much money for the charity as possible.
I put John McDonald, can I afford him?
Oh,
45.
Gary, 9 darts, away you go, and no chucking in swear words, just so we have to restart it and you get another crack at it.
good to go.
Yeah, that's all right. I've got an hour.
Where's your watch?
I don't buy one.
I wish I took the points from what I scored on the stage there now, honestly.
280.
384, so come on, the special one. Yes, we're really proud to support Macmillan Cancer Support. £30,000. Fred has rounded it up to £30,000. Well done to these fellas, getting 180s as well, what we've been doing backstage. Right, coming in. What are you going to do tonight?
Well, me darts manufacturer's their target, and I'm going to use his credit card and have a good night.
And how are you going to feel waking up tomorrow morning the Betfred World Matchplay champion?
I don't think I'm going to wake up. He's going to stay up all night, I think, and celebrate. But yeah, unbelievable. So happy, and yeah, I've done it.
Will you do me one last favour?
Pick this up.
And celebrate to the camera, please. There we are, your Betfred Matchplay champion, Nathan Aspinal. A new name on this famous trophy. Nathan, congratulations.
Cheers.
Go and enjoy yourself.
Thank you.
Thanks for what you've done, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Well done.
Thank you. Cheers.
Right, that's it from the Winter Gardens. Thanks to all the staff here. Thanks to all the players. It's been a brilliant 9 days. We'll see you next year.
There's a joint on the corner where the big boys play, where the whiskey's running like the river, but they all never come for the booze and bass. I'm the one, I'm the lady that'll rock this place. That'll rock this place. That'll rock this place. Rock this place.